well, I won't cut you any slack. Obviously Dayne's had a bit of a struggle, at least statistically speaking. It's not quite where you'd like him to be. Are you seeing anything with Dayne right now that kind of, Coach Weiss earlier talked about, putting too much pressure on, trying to take some of that off, but mechanically, is there anything you guys are working on?
There's always things you're working on to try to be as efficient as you can, both in your production and in your physical movements. And there's no doubt that, we continue to work every day at practice to hone the skills that, are necessary to be successful. And, Dayne's, as we identify things, we work on them. And, he'll continue to work, and I have no doubt. He's a hard worker. He cares about it immensely. And, we'll keep working to get better every week.
I don't know about, as far as his timing. It almost looks, just from the naked eye way upstairs in the stands, it almost looks like it's almost getting out either a little bit early or way too late. Is that something?
We always want to work on the mechanics of the play, and whether it's timing in a pass play or angles in the run game or all those pieces that go into playing the game of football. We're always working on it to try to make ourselves as efficient as we can as an offense.
What about it almost seems, as a tall guy, he's 6'5", and he's throwing to receivers that are 5'8", 5'9". As a guy that's played the game, does that affect you at all? Do you have to make any adjustments depending on whether you're throwing to a taller guy or a shorter guy?
You got to aim lower if they're shorter, and that's about what it is. Taller guys are taller guys, shorter guys are shorter guys, and it changes where you're aiming when you're throwing the ball. It's it's a little easier to see taller guys, whatever. But it doesn't make a whole lot of difference to the passing game.
So it's not a drastic shift.
It's not a drastic shift. No, it's not a drastic shift.
What about Mike Cummings? He's a guy that, when Turner Beatty came in, I think everybody, at least I assumed that he would kind of be the guy with all his experience. But Mike Cummings is a guy that jumped up, and now he's sitting at number 2. Can you talk a little bit about how he's performing?
Well, Mike, obviously his reps have gone way down, and he only gets a little bit of work at practice, but he showed that he had the capacity to handle our offense, and physically he ran it pretty well, and he put himself in position to be the number 2 guy. And Turner came a long way from the day he walked in until where we are today. But it wasn't enough quite to have him be in front of Michael right now. And they've both improved even from the first day of the season till now. You just don't have as much opportunity to evaluate them because of the limited reps that the backups get now that the season has started.
Do you have any idea what was going on with that music today?
I don't. They were catching me up on the whatever it was, WWE or whatever the wrestling music was going on.
Who makes that choice on the music? Do you guys take turns on playlists?
I really don't know.
But not your call, I guess.
No, it's not my call. But the guys enjoyed it, so that was fun to see them enjoy it.
Cool.